Hello, everybody. Welcome. As we like to do every week, we like to take a look at the past week's market activity and then, of course, bounce around the market and look for something to trade. Obviously, we're making this on Monday, a public holiday, so the market will open tomorrow, Tuesday morning, be the first day of the week. So let's just see where we're at, where we've been, and look for something to trade. Well, if you're watching all last week, you did see that we had a bit of a pullback, meaning the market came back down a little bit over the course of the week. This is the S&P 500. This is always where we start, the SPY. And again, you can see when the price goes down, volatility down here goes up. And that's always how it works. When things drop, people get scared. Volatility is a sign of fear. So fear goes up, volatility goes up when the price comes down. So totally normal, not a huge move, but again, things have changed a little bit over the last week for whatever reason. If we look at the NASDAQ, it looks almost exactly the same. The only one that always looks a little bit different is the IWM, which is the Russell, which is the small cap stocks. And even though it looks the same, you can see it's not anywhere near its highs like the other two are. So the chart looks exactly the same. It's just a little further down overall than it was on the other ones. So what are we going to trade this week? We're going to a stock called HIMS. So number one, we're looking at earnings has already taken place. So this is over. Earnings has passed. Obviously, it's been on a pretty wild up and down ride since earnings. It's gone up quite a bit, down quite a bit, and volatility is up here at 51. So that's a nice number. We like to see above 50 if we can do it. This is still above 50. So what are we going to do? Well, if I'm looking at this chart, essentially what I'm looking at is like this is as high as it's been over the last, whatever, few months. And obviously I can't go down to the low. That's just way too far. I mean, $70 to 25 is huge. But you can see around here is kind of where it seems to be like stuff has happened. So I'll say like, okay, this seems like another level where it seemed to have stayed over here over the last few months outside of this thing right here. So like these two levels is kind of where I'm looking at as a range. And again, this is totally my assumption. I have no idea if this is going to happen, but my assumption is I'm hoping it stays somewhere between this range over the next 45-ish days. That's the assumption I'm making. So you can see it's around 73 and 45. So let's go to the trade page. I'm going to start here at 53 days. Tomorrow that'll be 52. That's where we want to be. It's as close to 45 as possible, and it's the most liquid out of all these other expiration cycles. That's the reason I'm not using this one. This one is more liquid. I've already saved the trouble and set this thing up. Remember, we're looking at around 73 and 45. So this is perfect, right? I'm selling the call at 75, which is higher than the stock has been the last few months. And I'm selling the put way down here at 39, which is also where it's been trading over the last few weeks. I'm avoiding that whole area. Basically, there's been two lumps. This is the higher up lump. So again, I'm trading between those two numbers. I'm making this $5 wide. So I'm doing the 75.80 call vertical. I'm doing the 39.34 put vertical. And as long as I collect at least 165 or more, this trade is valid. So tomorrow, if everything stays the same, if HIMS opens up here at around $55, we're going to sell the 75 call, sell the 39 put, and then create the $5 wide put and call vertical by buying the put and call $5 away. As long as I'm collecting at least $1.65 or more on this trade, that is our trade in HIMS for the shortened trading week, which starts Tuesday this week. Happy trading. Hello, everybody. Just a quick break in action here to make you all aware of the courses I have available on Udemy, which are these 5, but more importantly, to let you know that these 3 right here are a 3-part series. So if you're anywhere in the mix here, now you know that Understand Options Completely is part 1, Basic Option Strategies is part 2, and Make and Manage is part 3. So you can start or continue at any level you like. The bottom 2 here can be taken at any time. They are just independent courses. If they interest you, please go ahead and take them. So you've got some knowledge now, and we know knowledge is power. But really, knowledge is only power if you use it. Otherwise, it's useless. So how do you take all this option trading knowledge and turn it into actual income? And the only way to do that is by actually trading options. As someone that's gone through the process, I know that making real trades is scary for many reasons, not the least of which is, where do I even start? I mean, there's so many roadblocks to making trades. What stock should I trade? What direction should I choose? Which options am I buying or selling? The list seems endless, which is exactly why I created my option income alert system. So don't you think you'd be a little bit more comfortable and confident if I was right there by your side making trades with you? Where now I will be there with my real-time alerts. You'll trade side by side with me in real time as I tell you what trade to make, why we're making the trade, and more importantly, how to make the trade correctly. But making the trade's only half the battle. When to close the trade is just as important, so you'll get those closing alerts as well. Listen, you've got the knowledge now, so let's put it to use. So how do we turn your knowledge into actual income with as little risk as possible? Well, the way we do that is by offering up the option alert for only $1 for the first month. Now, the option alert itself is going to send out 2 to 3 trades in real time as I make them via text or email directly to you. And as I close these trades, you'll also get those closing alerts in real time as well. Now, if you want an even better opportunity, the Option Pro, which is the exact same alert service as the Option Income, offers up all the content I've ever made, courses, webinars, etc. Over $2,000 worth of options courses for only $19 for the first month. So the way we're going to sign up for either of these is by going to sharpertrades.com, clicking on the products section. Both of these alerts will show up. Depending on which one you prefer, you'll type in these coupon codes and you'll either get the option alert for $1 for the first month or the Option Pro for only $19 for the first month. Look forward to seeing you all over there soon. Take care.